Good afternoon, YouTubers, Facebookers, party people alike. This is Clay with Clay's AC and Auto Repair and Clay Motion here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. If this video is helpful, please subscribe, click the notifications, share my videos, send me your nice comments. If you got a question for me, hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair. I'll be happy to answer them. If you're not going to watch my whole video, at least do me the favor, turn the volume down on your computer and let my videos play. I know it's going to be helpful for you. So what we've got going on today is a 2009 Jeep Liberty. It only has heat on the passenger side. I know it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense. It's a single climate zone. I thought that the blend air door motor was bad. I thought that the cabin air filters were plugged. Blah blah blah. Wasn't none of that. Was the heater core was plugged. Now that doesn't make sense to most of us who know things about vehicles. We often think about coolant flowing in, traveling down to the bottom of the heater core and coming out. In this heater core situation, it actually works like a radiator. So if the fluid goes in there, say you got a square and fluid only runs through half the square, your driver's side or your passenger side is the only side to get heat. It's got blockage inside there. So I'm going to show you how to take that blockage out in a procedure that I used and absolutely worked great. I'm going to show you the heat temperature differences before I did the work and after I did the work. Remember, you can't break what's already broken, and if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. Okay, so our Jeep only blows hot on the one side. We get 115 degrees coming out there, and then if we do it over here, like 80, and that's not even close to good. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the heater core hoses on here and give this Jeepster a flush. Make sure you catch your coolant as it comes out. Make sure it doesn't spill on the ground. This is bad for the environment and our loved pets. In this Jeep, we actually had a bad head, and somebody had coolant leaking in a bad head gasket. So we believe they put stop leak in the radiator, which then in turn plugged up the heater core instead of fixing it properly. We fixed the vehicle properly, and now we have no heat in the heater core. Now we're going to remove the heater core hoses, and with compressed air, we're going to blow out the heater cores. We've got a catch pan underneath to catch the extra fluid that comes out. Make sure once you get all the fluid out that you take your finger and you block the other hole that you're not blowing through, so you can kind of make a reaction on the inside of the heater core. But do that after you've got all the fluid out of it, because then that'll break things free, and Jeff will demonstrate here in a second. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I can't promise that this won't damage the inside of your car. Wear gloves, make sure you don't get chemical burns. Just read the instructions on the side of the CLR. So we've got an old garden hose that we cut up. We're going to dump some CLR in this heater core, and we're just going to let it sit for a little while. And then we're going to blow that CLR out, rinse it out with some water, and then we're going to put it back together and see what kind of heat we got coming out of the vent. It does not take very much CLR. Okay, so we're going to let that set anywhere from, the bottle recommends about 2 minutes. We're going to go ahead and let it set for 3 to 5. And then we're going to rinse it out with some water, making sure that we catch the CLR that we rinse out. Now, once you're done rinsing out the CLR, and I can't stress enough, rinse that out really well. I actually did mine like 5 or 6 times. And even though the water looked clear, I still did it. I was blowing it out with air. I was rinsing it out with water. We want to make sure that we get all the CLR out of there, because it could damage our head gaskets or other internal gaskets, like rubber gaskets on our water pump and stuff. So we clean that out real well. You can leave your hose attached and go ahead and fill up your heater core with some coolant, and that'll help avoid air bubbles when you go ahead and put that back together. Now we've got our heater hoses on. We're going to get inside the vehicle, and we're going to give the engine a little bit of RPM to get the coolant flowing through the heater core and see what our output is. Oh my gosh, this came out so great. If you remember right, the driver's side had less than 90 degrees coming out, and the passenger side had only about 140. So now it's well over 160 on the driver's side and over 190 on the passenger side. I didn't even think it was plugged. That is so cool. Hopefully the video was helpful for you guys. Make sure you subscribe, share my videos, send me your wonderful comments. I greatly appreciate them. Like me on Facebook if you got a question, Clay's AC and Auto Repair. And remember, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. God bless.